And we are in the Idaho Today kitchen with Chef Nikki, who's going to help us not only impress our guests, but also save our sanity in the kitchen during the holiday season when we're trying to do 8 million things. All the things.
Pulled in all the directions.
Yeah, so I want to paint a picture for you, my friend. Okay, so here we are.
We're here.
We have friends coming over.
Yes, we do.
Right? We're like, oh yeah, great. Okay, I got the packages wrapped, everything's good and ready. And then you realize, oh,
food.
I don't have anything for them to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Easy peasy. This is like the easiest peasiest
what is it?
thing.
So it's easy peasy?
This is easy peasy.
I love it.
Crazy how we just worked that one in. But medjool, bacon, goat cheese, and a little bit of hot honey. Like,
what'd you call these? Because these are dates.
Medjool dates.
Oh, medjool dates.
Medjool dates.
Understood.
Sorry.
Got it.
Dates. You go to the store. They have these. It's great. The kicker to cutting these though is making sure that you have a sharp knife. You just take this, cut this down the middle.
What about making sure they're already pitted too?
Yes, pitted. But if you do have to, then like how I've had that happen before, and I was like, super simple. Like you have an avocado.
Yes.
Just put it in, and then you just work your knife around, open it up, and then just pop that sucker out.
These clean out really easy.
So easy.
It's not like the pit's like really stuck in there and then you're gonna dig out the date and ruin it. Okay.
Yeah, so then you just take your super sharp knife, you open these up like so. These are so good just to snack on. And the other thing,
I actually eat dates every day.
And what I love about these, I will boil these down in hot water and then put them in a blender, and I use this as my sugar in things. So
that is brilliant.
Yeah,
I've never thought about doing that.
And you know how we're talking about leaving the sugar out of the mocktails and stuff, like the processed sugar? You could use this as part of your simple syrup.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I so love this.
I love dates for absolutely everything. So my Sloppy Joes is actually started out with like 8 dates. I boil them down, I put that in, and then that's in my sauce with my crushed tomato sauce.
Look at you.
And then that brings the sweetness to it.
I love that.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, especially for so many people that are trying to avoid those refined sugars.
Exactly.
Such a hard thing to do around the holiday season. You have so many temptations left and right.
That's another way. This gives you kind of that sweet, savory.
Oh, dates are nature's candy.
I love it.
That's literally what I call them, because they're
literally
sweeter than some candies that you get. They're just delicious. If you have a sweet tooth, you can totally snack on these. Okay. All right. So you got your dates.
We have our
You're cutting them in half. You got little date boats now.
Little date boats.
Okay.
I love them. And then super simple. You pick your cheese of choice. I love goat cheese for this.
I do too.
Done feta.
Okay.
Totally works. No big deal. You just take a little bit. Yeah.
Do you do plain goat cheese or do you do flavored?
This is plain. I've done a cranberry before, and that was actually quite tasty.
Lovely.
You just put the top on. And now if you have someone who's like vegan, vegetarian, whatever, or more vegetarian, because I guess the cheese would throw the vegan off, but you don't have to wrap them. You could like do a whole row. So I catered this thing this weekend, and I did a whole row of none with bacon because there were a bunch of like non-pork eaters there.
Or you could do faux bacon too, I guess. I'm not sure how that wraps, though.
I don't know that I would.
Then you're like, no, just leave it as
Leave it out. Leave it out. So you just stuff, these with. And then you make
date sandwiches.
Date sandwich, and then you just wrap it up.
Wrap it in the bacon.
You can put, a toothpick in it if you have to. Set that down. You're going to preheat the oven to about 400, 425. You just keep these. You keep it going. Yeah. And then bada bing, bada boom, you put them in for about 30 minutes and they turn into...
Your Italian is showing, Nikki.
My bada bing, bada boom. Capiche.
Capiche.
Capiche. And then
delicious.
You have this, which is oh so amazing, oh so delicious. And what I love to do is then just take a little bit of hot honey, put it over the top. It just adds a little bit of sizzle, a little prettiness to the plate as well.
Love it.
And yeah, like you cannot get easier than this.
And you and I were talking too that these are relatively mess-free, right?
They are.
I mean, of course, you can put your little apron on to protect your outfit from whatever cheese or honey.
Put this out, pop this off, and we're party ready.
So you could literally be ready and then make these at the last minute. So when your guests come, they're nice and hot and crispy. Yeah. The goat cheese is gooey. The caramelization has happened. and then you got the fresh honey on there. And the cool thing too is, I mean, you can customize these, right?
Oh,
If you don't want the
absolutely.
heat, you could do like maybe an orange flavored
You
honey.
could, or a pepper jelly,
Or pepper jelly, yes.
fig jam. Like you've got choices, right? But the
you
other
do.
thing too is we've spent so much money over the holidays on
Yes.
probably the gifts, all the other stuff. This was $12.
Seriously?
Yeah, this was really inexpensive. You get a little, you don't need much. You go to the deli, you ask for, 6 slices of bacon, you get your medules, boom, out of there.
You know what I just realized, Nikki? I
me.
already have all of this
You
in my home
totally
to do.
do.
This. Yes,
Yeah, you
yes. And
do.
I'm like,
Most
wait a
people
minute. I
do.
could just go into my fridge and then my pantry.
So when I
and
come
go,
over
boom.
tonight,
Excellent. Guess what we're
Guess what we're
having?
having?
We're gonna have stuffed
yes,
dates.
so good, so
All right.
good.
And
Yeah.
Nikki, you have so many wonderful ideas.
Oh,
That's why we
thank
always
you.
have you back on, and also because you're incredibly delightful. Where do people go so they can get more easy peasy ideas for the holiday season?
Well, this is gonna sound crazy, but you're gonna go to easypeasykitchen.com.
Okay.
And it's Z and Z. So yeah, easypeasykitchen.com, where we just really like to make life easy on the moms.
And that's what we love. We
Yes.
want it nice and simple this holiday season. Thank you so much,
I
Nikki.
know.